Alrighty, hello everybody, and welcome into Season 14, Week 7 Watch Party. We've got I don't know if I want to call this a fun one, but this is definitely gonna be a football game between Cincinnati and Charlotte. We're gonna watch Cincinnati and Keely Radix take on Coach Kenzie, see if he can muster up a decent performance here. If you are watching live, you are a part of Patreon. If you do want to watch live with us and not these VODs after you already know the result, check out patreon.com/the SFA. And as always, before we get started, check out our friends over at Home Field Apparel, the best collegiate apparel company out there. They focus on the vintage designs and really deep dive into your school's history. They have over 108 collections they're adding. 17 more this year, and they do what seems like weekly or bi-weekly drops for new schools. So check them out. Use code SFA for 15% off. So as always, we're going to go through the rosters here before we jump on into the full game. And we got Cincinnati here, who had a kind of a tough start to the year. They had a poor showing against Appalachian State, and they were a team that was very hyped up and definitely the favorite coming into the year in making the playoff. Now, that dream is still possible, but they do have an uphill climb, and they probably can't take too many more losses. So they are led by Keely Radix, the App State transfer. He is a 91 overall. We'll see him for the first time ever today. And at running back, Tyrell Skinner is hurt, so it will not be him. It will be Peter Richards, or we might see Hank Jones get in there, another fullback running. We'll have to see what they decide to do. At wide receiver, they got Kerry Jackson, Derek Blanchard, and Devin Nolan. So besides Kerry Jackson, there's really not a lot of speed on this team, so you're going to have to watch out for that. And at tight end, Kyle Allen. And then the offensive line is decent. They have a really good center and right tackle. Really an above-average G5 line, I would say. On the defensive line, they got a couple of studs. And then the SFA player, the 5'5 Piene Litton, created by D-Sleep. He was an IGR, committed to Cincinnati. He will maybe be a star of the show today. We'll have to see as they're going up against a triple option. At linebacker, Andrew Harrell, 90+, Jonathan Tate in the middle, and Vince Miller. And then out wide, the Arizona transfer, the Legion of Dread, Ike Wishbone. We'll see what he can do today. They also have Corey Hawk, Tim McKinley, and Justin McLaurin. At safety, Sam Swain and Joseph Evans are in the back. You also see Michael Harris. He is the transfer from Baylor, get involved as he is that second safety. And kicker is Zach Young. He's 1 for 3 on the year so far. Okay power, okay accuracy. So we'll see how that impacts today's game. And as we head on over to the home team in Charlotte, they're led by Aaron Walton. Last time he got hurt immediately, so we had to see Rodney Andrews and John Presley throw like 5 interceptions. So we'll see if Aaron Walton can stay healthy today. Running back, the SFA player, 99 speed, Nico McMotors. They also got Garrett Garcia, Blake Greenwood. But you also have Zach Sims. He will be a big-time runner, as well as Toby Zuma, the SFA player. And remember, depth chart is different from the roster screen I'm on, so Zuma is your starting fullback. At receiver, we got Matthew Lawrence, Zach Gooden, and Matt Bonds if they do decide to throw it. Very speedy from Bonds here in the slot, so that definitely could be a mismatch with the speed of those defenders for Cincinnati being on the lower side. Eric Mitchell, and then the offensive line is not very good here. That right side definitely better than the left side. And on defense, Zach McGill, Greg Francis, and in the middle, the BearCave reward player, Manny Midline. We'll see if he can break up the run game today. And linebackers, Jeremy Williams, SFA player, Sergio Okada, and Lenny Underwood. at corner, you got Devonta Billings, the SFA player. Hopefully he can get a pick six one of these times on stream, but he is very slow. You also got Ike McPherson and Nick Hearn, so we'll see if they can keep up with this historically great Cincinnati pass offense. Now, they do have Jose Gamboa, the SFA player, at free safety, and then the best player on this team, Winnie Corso. We'll see if he can have a big day and save Charlotte from Cincinnati. This would be a colossal upset. So Jimmy Patterson is the kicker. Big time leg, not a lot of accuracy, so we'll see if that comes into play here today. Now, before I go any further, I am going to cover the screen because I don't want to lose any of the bets. I don't want to accidentally flash all the scores so that you guys don't get to bet, right? So let me find the game here. We're going to the AAC. All right, so now if Kenzie, if you're here, let me know heads or not heads or tails, but if you would like a specific jersey combination.
It's never failed before. Give me the all gold.
I mean, I think it's failed every time you've worn it, but okay, we'll go
Never.
all gold here. If we're going all gold, do you want to go against all black or no? They're not going to let us
Absolutely.
go. Wow, these haters, man. Why can't I switch the jersey? That's wild.
Boom.
All right, well, I guess we'll go with...
I'll wait.
You want to go all white? All right.
Yeah. Got to keep the consistency.
So a 12 overall underdog here. Well, I don't know why this game got chosen, but hey, it's Watch Party. We're all about showing off the lower levels of the SFA. So here we go. And I'm going to welcome in Cryo here. Obviously, anybody else, you can jump in, but Cryo likes to commentate with me. So how do you feel about this game today, Cryo?
You know what? I won't be mean because he is here. I think it's going to be a fairly competitive game. I'm more interested to see if Keely Radix can put together a good game. What we've seen early on from Radix is he hasn't been able to. He's struggled. Like he hasn't been able to have like that statement game, being in Flynn Saunders' shadow. So I want to know if Charlotte's that game where like, he can put it all together and have like that standout performance that proves he can be the leader that Cincinnati wants.
Yeah, and without your star running back, Tyrell Skinner, you're going to put a lot more pressure here on Radix to perform, and you never know with these triple option offenses. Maybe today is Charlotte's day. They are in front of the home crowd. Even a blind squirrel finds a nut every once in a while, right? So we will see what happens. We'll have to see if Winnie Corso can save the day today. I think if Charlotte's going to win, they have to have a defensive touchdown. So Jerry Richardson Stadium in the middle of nowhere. Look at that. It's just a stadium with nothing around it.
Yep. Just the way we like it. No one's spying on us during practice.
There you go. All right, so they want the ball. They're getting aggressive here. So Cincinnati coming out first.
We need a big stop here, statement stop.
And we are off in week 7. Cincinnati's a short kick, and they get a nice hole there up to the 33. So here comes Keely Radix. We've never seen him play. He is a sophomore. Zach used him as a backup quarterback, but he is now the starting man here for Cincinnati. And so we'll see what he can do. They are going to throw it here to start, and oh my, this jersey combo is not good for me. I thought that was a pick. Oh dear.
Didn't Krause say Keely never had a good game before?
Well, he's saying that he's had a few chokes so far. As we're flipping that one out wide. That's Peter Richards, so they're not going with the fullback. We've had, I think, 3 straight watch parties where a fullback was featured for one of the teams, so not today.
Our fullback, hello?
So third
and also, this is the first time we are seeing Radix on stream, so that's definitely we want to see if Radix can do it. Yeah, of course he has the 406 yards, but I think it was against a team that could be competing in the Mountain West for all we know. So.
And Winnie Corso is a guy who couldn't get the stop there. He's number 27. That's the man to watch on this defense. He makes another tackle there. William Hicks gets 17. They're already in plus territory.
God,
Yes.
Winnie Corso, what a great player. Let me tell you.
Shut the fuck up.
If
I'm not
the-
gonna lie, dude.
Okay.
These perform combos are kind of bad. I don't like it. I don't know why I picked it.
You
It's hard to
know,
tell.
I could see Winnie Corso being a starter on just about any team in the country. So that's how good he is.
Oh, you want to start him? Here, we can go safeties.
And there he is in the backfield. Winnie Corso. There goes down. And that's the first big play. 3 tackles in a row.
I gotta say,
Hey man, all I'm
Winnie
saying is
Corso, I'm just saying, Winnie Corso is like. All right, have you guys ever seen the movie Whiplash?
No.
That's the situation we have going on right now.
Another handoff, and they get in the backfield again. All right, so a big chance
What a
here for
reference.
Charlotte. Mark Todd this time.
hey, all I'm saying is Winnie Corso would look really good in red. Let me tell you, he would be he'd be the leader of our defense. So, if you know,
So
Now we got a Whiplash thing going on.
third
You're
and
just unready for
15,
the
only a
eventual pick.
3-man rush. Keeley has time. He's floating that, and it's dropped. All right.
My God, our defense made a stop. It's winnable.
Here we go. All right, they are going to bring out the punt team. It was not looking great there to start, but Charlotte came through. So now we'll see if the offense has improved at all from last time we watched them
No.
in that Auburn game. A beautiful coughing corner. Pinning him. That's Coker. Pinning him deep. Oh my, at the 1.5. A tough start here coming.
I'm calling it. It's going to be a safety. It's so over.
They're going to crowd the line here. Triple option. Wharton, he keeps it. There he goes. He gets a first down. Now, we didn't get to see Walton all that much in the first matchup. I think he only survived maybe the first drive before he left the game. So we'll see what he can do here today. Hopefully fully healthy. As they toss this one out, and that is McMotors, and that's not where he's at his best. If he has 99 speed, you got to get him attacking uphill, north-south, not east-west. So not going to be good there.
Yeah, I got to give him a stretch plays.
And look at this, you got 10 in the box right now.
Oh my God.
Going against the flex bone, as it's going to be triple option. They hand it out wide, and they get about to the original line of scrimmage. Give Charlotte credit from getting out of their own end zone, but now they might have to throw the ball. Ike Wishbone, number 2, with the dreadlocks. The key corner to watch is go over the middle. They break a tackle, and they're not going to quite get there. Ron Graham for 8.
Go for it. Don't be a pussy.
Definitely not going to go for it here. Is bring out the punt team. And this is actually a decent punt, but we are going to get a return up to around midfield, maybe just across. That's Tim McKinley. So interesting start. We've seen a drive from both teams, and gotta say Cincinnati's moved the ball a little bit better as we get 4 receivers top of your screen. Radix isolated. They do bring a blitz. They're picked up. He just dumps that off, and how does he not step out of bounds? Kyle Allen with the tightrope.
Yeah, very good. No defenders in sight, so it allowed him to stay within the line. Perfect up the gut, 18 yards. That's great to see.
Charlotte begging for a review from upstairs. It doesn't come, so we're already inside the 35. Back to empty. Manny midline in the middle. The key to watch here. He fakes the QB draw. He's yamming it deep. He has an open man, and that's going to be a touchdown. Devin Nolan for 31 opens the scoring.
All right. Thank you guys for having us.
Yeah, thanks for coming out, Charlotte. They got him with the fake.
I mean, yeah, it was just a perfect, outpost, and no one was covering him, even though there were 3 people in the vicinity. So, great throw by Keely Radix.
Boo! got
there goes
caught.
that game.
Yeah, I got caught drinking my drink, so that
I
is.
was like waiting for it. It's like,
Sorry. Yeah, I got caught drinking my drink there, so that game is voided. Womp womp. I'm gonna post that right now. But hey, I saved 3 other games from getting spoiled as it's going
look at
through
that.
these.
Look at you go, huh? Look at you go.
What game was it?
The one that got exposed.
Yeah. What was it?
Ohio State, Illinois.
Oh, who won?
OH.
Oh shoot, I gotta undo it now. Sorry. All right, here we go.
TC is just on the ball today.
Dude,
Let me
today
tell
has
you.
not been a good day for me. All right, so we're at the 25 here. You missed nothing.
Blatant ref ball.
All right, Cryo, you gotta take over for a second while I think while I post this. That's PNA
Wow.
Litton.
What a powerful run.
Yeah, great run by Toby Zuma, 11 yards. And here we go. First and 10. Can Charlotte bounce back after a very porous attempt on defense? To in the back and going back to, he's going to try and run it. And no luck there.
All right.
As just immediately gets eaten up by Yane Linen. Wow.
Yeah, the 5-5 bowling ball created by D-Sleep. This is his first really showcase. He's made 2 plays in a row now.
Yeah, and on that play, I don't know if you saw it, but he broke through 2 linemen and a running back to get to the quarterback. Very impressive.
He's just that little fireball in the middle. As triple option now. Oh, Walton's going backwards. He loses 4.
Yeah, it's over. Good game. Womp womp.
I continue, like, I have to put, obviously, Patreon members on the poll, but why was this voted for, you know? Like,
You know, I could ask you the same question.
We got 3rd 19, we got Walton, that's a dump off. He does catch it, but punt team will be coming out. The question here today is, will Charlotte score 7 or more points like they did against Auburn? They only got 7 in that game. So, another punt.
I'm just saying, you guys can't hate. It's democracy.
Yes, but it just proves the lead in your tap water is working.
Womp womp. Welcome to democracy.
All right, here we go. Keely Radix back on the field. Now, Charlotte did get a stop, but then they got faked out. Quick option does not work here. So, -4.
Yeah, and you talked about Cincinnati still having, playoff hopes. What's your opinion on it? Do you think that that's still a viable chance, or do you think it's still out of reach?
I mean, we saw Georgia Southern make it at 10-3 last year. If you win out and you're only lost to App State, and I forget who the other team was, but here goes Keely. But there's always a chance when you have a talented roster like this, right? So Cincinnati's kind of with the departure of ECU and Buffalo from the group of 5, it's basically Cincinnati is the top dog. So they kind of always have a chance. As you get a little bunch formation top of your screen, they audible out first quarter.
I don't know who went into this, but it wasn't me.
Welcome in, Flame. This is peak SFA content here. We've got Cincinnati about to drum Kenzie. As safety's coming down, 2nd and 7. And once again, they're doing well covering the option, obviously. I continue to not know why teams run option against, defenses that see the option every day in practice. So they're coming back out here shotgun. They're showing blitz. They are going to audible again. Keely, a lot of audibles today. They're in 11.
That's just good defense.
They do bring the blitz. They're not going to get it home, but he's going to scramble, and they do stop him. So another 4th down incoming.
Yeah, and then one thing that I've always loved about this Charlotte defense is Manny Midline. I think he's a really really strong player and a great player for someone like Kenzie to have. It's sort of build around because he's been a disruptor on that line. So it's going to be interesting how Kenzie decides to recruit around him, especially for that defense, which is a little better than people want to admit, but it's definitely got some holes that need to be fixed.
Yeah, anytime you get a big time reward player on a non-talented team, it's a big time signing. As okay, you got triple option working, a broken tackle out. There you go, Aaron Walton for 13. He's really been their only bright spot in the offense so far. Would have liked him to pitch that, but
I think I've seen enough. I think he's Aaron Walton for Heisman.
all right, you get a little quick option now there. Walton keeps it again. He has room. There he goes. Finding room on the outside. That's 19 now. Look at the blocking.
I think hell froze over. Charlotte actually had a good blocking play.
Here we
Oh
go.
my goodness.
We're across the 50. You know, this kind of gives off the Auburn versus Fresno State vibes, where it felt like it was just maybe a horrible game, but then all of a sudden it was a one-score game in the fourth quarter, and McMotor still can't get anything done on the outside. They've really only had success running to the right side, not the left, as Ike Wishbone is the best run game corner in the country. So 2nd and 10 now. They're running to that right side. They fake it. They're going to throw. Oh, it's almost picked. That's Michael Harrison, the Baylor transfer, almost picking that one off.
We suck at throwing the football. We need to stop.
So 3rd and 10 now. Can they keep the drive alive? Remember, they do have a big-time kicker, but still out of his range. They pick up the blitz, dump that off. There he goes, down the sideline. The speed of McMotors gets past Wishbone, and he gets 22. Those game-changing SFA players, man, just got to get them the ball in space.
Of course, we both know about McMotors originally committing to UNLV, but then going back last second and picking Charlotte purely for playing time, which was, warranted. But, I think Charlotte got a really good player there.
Oh, trickery, fumble, ball's on the ground, but it's picked up by Sims. They got very lucky that ball bounced right between his legs, and they maintain possession as we head to the end of the first quarter. It's been an exciting frame here. A lot of ridiculousness already. 7-0 here. Cincinnati leads.
Yeah. And TC, talking about patreon.com/thesfa, that's usually where the BearCave Patreon Game of the Week happens. And I was actually able to talk to Coach Dave about his upcoming matchup against Boise State. Well, more to come on that at halftime, because I asked him a little bit of questions during an interview, and he gave me some compelling answers.
Okay. We'll see what Dave has to say. All right, so 3rd and 8. Charlotte, please. They hit him. Oh, he has room. Touchdown, Charlotte. Woo! Baby. Matthew Lawrence getting involved.
Let's go.
All right, we'll take that. That was a missile.
I think on record, that's the first passing touchdown I've ever seen Charlotte throw. That's
there you go.
Very, very impressive. It's been 1.5 seasons of watching Charlotte football, so.
That was a big time. They desperately needed that for sure. All right, so we got a tie ball game here into the second quarter. Cincinnati, they keep stalling out around midfield.
And that's the thing with the Cincinnati offense, and I think you can agree to. It's just too inconsistent. Those growing pains of being that star player finally for a team after living in the shadow of someone like a generational talent like Flynn Saunders. It's going to be difficult coming out, especially in those first few weeks of the season.
And the run defense is really helping Charlotte here, so they're putting even more pressure on Radix as they've not been able to run the ball at all yet. So they continue to audible into more passing looks. He has time, but he takes off and it collapses. He's sacked. Radix goes down. Another 3rd and long coming. Anthony Rowe. This would be a crazy upset, and it's looking good right now.
And
I'll be so sad if we give this up.
And you saw Rowe there, but Manny midline, someone who's demanding 3 players to block him in order to prevent him to get into radix. That's impressive from Manny midline.
Yeah, big old number 30 or 50 as they're going to the screen pass. He has some room. Can he get there? He's pushing. No. Track down from behind. That was midline on the play. So a 4th down. The big man getting out there to make a tackle. So Charlotte's going to get the ball back with a chance to take the lead here. Coker, he's going to punt it. Will he pin him deep again? He's angling it, but it is returnable. Gooden gets about 7. So coming back out, it was actually the passing offense that got him the touchdown. So we'll see if they continue going run onlys. McMotors only gets 2 there. All right, more triple option look now here. Continue to cheat up to the line. Fakes it. Gets it out to McMotors on the edge. He breaks one, but he can't break the other. So a 3rd medium incoming now for the 49ers.
And that was also a downfall of why Nico McMotors wasn't so sought after, is because his break tackle is not as high as you would want a running back to have, and that definitely prevents him from making those extra plays.
And he throws it to 2-on-1, nowhere to be found. Tipped away, a 3 and out for Charlotte. Yeah, and that's always the thing about running backs. How good's the speed? Like what's it worth if the second you're touched, you can't create extra yardage? So Cincinnati now on the return, and they're gonna get up to the 43. So another drive starting around midfield here for Cincy. Radix trotting back out. He's got to find a way to get rid of the ball quicker as it looks like we have some Wildcat here to start out the drive, and he's still going. Richards gets about 9. Nice run there from Richards. So 2nd and 1 here. Radix back at quarterback. And just dumps that off to the tight end, and he's brought down by Corso short. So a 3rd and 1. Another chance for Cincy, or for Charlotte to get off the field.
And let me tell you, Winnie Corso, what a guy, man.
He is
definitely not hated by his coach whatsoever.
So a handoff to the outside. He stiffies one. Can they get him down? They do. So another 3 and out here for Cincinnati around midfield.
Yeah, you saw Mark Todd with a tackle there after the stiff arm, but look at Manny midline sprinting out there. Reminder, he's on like the nose tackle every single time he's on that defensive formation. So his breakaway speed just to get to the ball carrier is just out of this world.
So we got Coker now kind of shanking this one. It doesn't go inside the 20. It does go out of bounds. So Charlotte with some favorable field position all the way up at the 30. That was only about a 19-yard punt.
Dude, that punt was dog shit.
So back to the triple option. Zach Sims gets negative, and what you're seeing is Cincinnati. They're forcing Walton to pitch it every single time as he was kind of owning them in the first quarter with his run. So adapting here for Cincy. And there goes Walton immediately after the snap. He just jets out wide, gets 7. Interesting play call there. But once again, a 3rd down incoming. Back in this triple option formation, the flex bone, I believe it's called, and it's going to be a throw. Dumps that off to McMotors, and he has room. He does get the 1st down. Nice pickup there. And we don't really think of McMotors as a passing threat, but he's done pretty well here as we're in I formation. Motioning the tight end to the slot. Gonna throw it again here, and nice block there from the fullback, and they get a pass to Matthew Lawrence. All right, Charlotte's kind of cooking. Aaron Walton, he's 6 of 9 to start the day.
The best stat line I've ever seen him have.
Fullback dive here for Zuma, and he gets 7. That's his first carry of the day, or second. Whoops. So we're across the 50 now. Charlotte threatening to take the lead here. Power I. They're going to throw it again. Dumps that off to the outside. That's Zuma. He goes down the sideline after a stiffy 14. In Cincinnati, they just look lost.
Yeah, what we're seeing from the Charlotte backfield, Zuma's the more beneficial running back, the guy that's really been rumbling and tumbling, but he's gotten open in the passing game as well. Look for him to make even more plays.
So at the 31 now. Starting to take some time off the clock. And quick option. Walton stumbles and he gets 3. So Charlotte is threatening here to take their first lead of the ball game after nobody gave them a chance here today.
Even their own coach.
Even us in the booth.
I did. That's a lie.
This time he goes down. So a 3rd and long. Remember, they do have that big leg kicker that they definitely could trot out in this situation. And Charlotte will receive the second half kickoff. So Ike Wishbone, bottom of your screen. 3rd and 9. Walton. Clean pocket. Over the middle, a slant route wide open. Oh man, that's a fresh set of downs. Here come the 49ers. So we're inside the red zone now. And the whole offense is opened up. All your timeouts still over 2 minutes here. They're going to run triple option. And nothing but green grass from McMotors as he gets 8. Oh, man. Charlotte's starting to heat up here. They're at the 10. First down is at the 7.
It just seems like Cincinnati just doesn't have an answer for this option offense, which is crazy to think.
Quick option to McMotors. He gets a block down the sideline. It's a first down. Yeah, no answers from Cincinnati so far on defense. And it's 1st and goal here from the 6. Charlotte looking to take a lead. Got 9 in the box here. Motioning Sims. Quick option, and he goes down. Nothing there for Walton. As it's Cincinnati taking a timeout here. They want a chance to respond here before halftime. They don't want to get doubled up. So 2nd and goal. And a jet sweep to McMotors, and he goes down. That's Litton on the tackle. So 3rd and goal now. They haven't moved it at all. They're out in shotgun. They're going to probably have to throw for this again. Somebody get open. Walton has some time. Over the middle, dumps it off, and McMotors can't get there. So decision time for Kenzie. And they're going for it. Here comes the offense.
I'm really liking this play just because Charlotte's defense has been monstrous against Cincinnati's offense.
Hand off, a broken tackle, he goes down. Turnover on downs for Charlotte. They get aggressive, and it doesn't work. That is a massive moment.
Yeah, massive moment. But remember, 3 timeouts, and this defense has been suffocating, especially Manny Midline. He has been all over the Cincinnati team.
As Richards doesn't get much. So now Cincinnati, they have no timeouts. Minute 42 on the clock in the shadow of their own end zone. But all the momentum after the 4th down stop. Another handoff, and they choose wrong. They thought that Radix was going to keep it there. He gets 8, but still no first down. Winnie Corso protecting the first down line per usual. So chance for Charlotte to still get the ball back. They just need a stop. So shotgun, they got 2 tight ends. They're going to hand it off out wide, and he goes down again. Winnie Corso in the backfield.
Who else? Let me tell you.
Sorry to interrupt. I don't know if you guys saw that. The top receiver was completely uncovered, dude. Oh my God, that could have been bad.
Winnie Corso is him. That's all I got to say is we're going to get a punt return now. Chance to add more points here. A nice punt return as they get down to the 35. That's Zach Gooden.
Yeah, and then Kenzie did bring up that good point, but it goes back to the fact of like Keely Radix is still learning to be an SFA player, and I feel like he's trying his best to not make those bad decisions, but he still ends up making those bad decisions, which I think was expected going into this year.
So Walton takes off. He has room on the outside. He's going to the oh my! He gets absolutely cooked there. That was Litton. What a hit!
As him alone
Honestly?
has 70% of Charlotte's all of their rushing yards.
As he takes off again, it's Litton again. Pieni
Honestly, we kind
Litton.
of just need to play safe. I'm okay with taking a field goal here.
They called
not
their
thinking-
timeout though. Interesting. So no timeouts either side.
So we'll see what Charlotte has. As Sims goes to the outside, he stretches and they give him the first down. Interesting.
Good spot. That's a good spot. I don't want to hear anything else. That was a good
Man.
spot.
PC, don't you just love ref ball? This is insane.
He definitely stretched for it, but I don't know if he got there. So 1st and 10, 23 seconds left. Clock is a factor because there's no timeouts. He floats that out wide. Who needs timeouts when you're getting out of bounds? So Charlotte trying to make up for the touchdown that they missed on the last drive. And looking at the stat line, you'd think that this is an air raid offense. He's 10 to 13, 100 yards. 2nd and 3 for Walton. Dumps that off, open man, and he goes down. So they're going to have to hurry it up now. Clock does stop with the first, but this is starting to get hairy. They're just outside the 10-yard line. They are going to spike this one. They're taking their sweet time. So are they going to bring out the field goal unit? Okay, so anything short of the goal line or out of bounds, and the half is over. No points. So big risk coming here for Charlotte. See if it pays off. Walton.
Play aggressive, win
Yes,
aggressive.
time. Dumps that off. He does get out of bounds. That's McMotors. He was trying to get into the end zone. So we'll see if they go for it. No, they're going to take the chip shot this time. So to take the lead into halftime. It's a chip shot here, about 29-yarder, and it's good here for Charlotte. Who would have thought Charlotte would have the lead? What a crazy first half.
Yeah, and what you're seeing from
I
this,
can't complain about a field goal.
All right, Ike Wishbone, though, on the return. There he goes. Ike Wishbone down the sideline, and his wishes are not granted. And it's halftime. Charlotte has the lead, 10-7. So we'll turn it over to Cryo.
of course, we will mention first and foremost home field, the best college apparel in the world. We've mentioned this about 700 times. So if you guys aren't using code SFA for 15% off, that's on you. But I was able to get a hold of Dave before his game against Boise State. And I was talking to him about how like he had so much success at Oregon that he was like, what was his opinion on the season off to like that rough start that many thought that Dave would turn around, especially with Southeastern. And the one thing he said that he wanted a stronger start, but he kind of realizes that this is going to be that rebuilding year. This is going to be that year that he is trying to be like, he's trying to find the positives and the wins and then carry those into the next season. And right now he's just trying to be competitive in the division, which is what he said to me. You know, he said that anything can happen. He's very adamant about his roster being really good. And you know what? I believe in Coach Dave. So it's going to be interesting to see how Oregon does on BearCave.
As they haven't done well this year on BearCave, so I think that they're still looking for their first BearCave win, if I'm not mistaken. But Charlotte, they get the ball here first, looking for their first watch party win of the year. And they're cooking. They're halfway there, up 3. They have the ball, a chance to really put some pressure on Keely Radix, the young quarterback, as Aaron Walton has looked great today. He drops back here. He takes off. Oh, he wiggles around, and he goes down. Looked like he had a chance there, but J.J. Berg brings him down. So second down here. Be interesting to see if Cincinnati can contain the option a little bit better. As floats that out to Zach, and they push him out of bounds. Nothing doing there. So third and long. Now you got to throw it. Walton's had some success so far as they are 5 of 9 on third down. Mike Wishbone isolated top of your screen. Split back set here. Walton fakes the snap, makes an adjustment, and has time over the middle. That's a strike. There he goes. Breaks away. Another first down here for the Charlotte 49ers. Zach Gooden running wild.
Yeah, and I mean, this passing offense is not something that's going to wow you, but when they have the opportunity to get open, they've been outstanding when it comes to there are certain players that they're looking for.
And you're giving Walton all the time in the world, giving him a platform to throw. Like, that's just a regular slant route. Anyone's going to be able to hit that if you give them all day. So now we get a jet sweep here to Sims, and he gets about 3. It just feels like Charlotte is faster, stronger, bigger in this game so far. Cincinnati playing a little bit sluggish. So 2 tight end sets, fakes the handoff, and all-out blitz. They complete it again. No, that ball squirts out. Gooden could not hang on to it. Second down incoming, or third down.
Yeah, and I mean, a good point that I just found out, TC. That is 13 first downs to 4 in Charlotte's favor. Oof. That is an interesting stat line if you really do think about it.
Yeah, as we get a screen, and that's going to be a first down. McMotors using that speed to get around the defensive end. And Charlotte, once again, in scoring territory. Now, you go back to when they got the turnover on downs, you're thinking to yourself, man, they should have taken the 3 points. Azuma is going to get the carry this time. He gets 5. So Charlotte's up 3 in front of the home fans. A very disappointing year, especially compared to last year when they were battling for the division. So this would be a massive feather in their cap if they can take down the mighty Cincinnati as they're going on the run. There goes Walton to the left side. There's nobody there. Walton, he makes a move inside the 15. Just nobody checking Walton on the backside. No spy to speak of. No flat zones at all. As Harrison had to come over and make the tackle.
I've been really impressed with Walton, and that is a really interesting thing to consider if this is the QB for the future for Charlotte, or if they go after one, whether that be in recruiting or whatever they do. Because, I mean, he's been able to make the right play every single time. Obviously, this is a year of reflection for Charlotte, as very unlikely they do make a bowl game. But on the off chance that they go on a hot streak, I'm a fan of Walton. This game's really proven a lot.
We already have our QB.
You got Walton throwing it again, dumps it off. Good decision there to make motors, and he does not quite get there. Now here's the thing, Charlotte, you got to find a way to punch these in. 2 possessions inside the 5. All they have is 3 points. So we'll see if they can get the touchdown finally. It's 3rd and 1 here.
If we don't get it, I say we still go for it, because a field goal would still be a 1-score game.
Walton, they're going to give it to Zuma, and he does get the first. Big time. So now they're going to get 3 more chances here inside the 5. So if you're Cincinnati, if you're Cincinnati, you're looking at Linton. Can he make a stop in the backfield? Hand off to McMotors, and he's brought down.
You heard Kenzie there. He got a little bit of a PTSD from the Maryland die against Western Kentucky. Oh boy.
Goal line formation, the big nasties out for both teams. It's quick option. Walton keeps it. Touchdown Charlotte. They go up 10. Oh baby. All right, what are we thinking, folks? Is Charlotte gonna do it?
I mean, I don't know about UTC. I'm gonna just say right now, Charlotte for bowl game.
Okay.
Let's think about the big picture. TC, come on. I mean, Kenzie going back to a bowl game, losing by 50. Come on,
Well, I
It's
will
the
say
perfect Cinderella
this
story.
is a much better performance than their bout against Auburn last time we watched this team, and it's because Walton's in. He's playing very well, great decisions. They're dominating time of possession, and their defense is playing very well as well. Led by the man, the myth, the legend, Winnie Corso, as he makes another tackle here.
Yeah, and it
It's
makes it
his
really
8th
interesting.
tackle.
We talk about Charlotte and their quarterback situation. They just brought in a QB, Ham Sowell. So that's going to be a really interesting quarterback battle on who he wants to start.
True,
Saul
true.
day one starter.
Is he's a scrambler, right? That's what
Yeah.
archetype he is. Yeah. So
Yep.
watch
He'll
out
fit.
for Ham. He's had a
His long hand.
he's had a great high school career. So he was just outside of making the SFA official class, right? So as Radix now using his legs.
I'm sorry, but hearing you say "watch out for Ham" and just say nothing afterwards was not on my bingo card. I'm gonna be honest.
Ham, baby. We got Chris Ham at UTSA. Now we got Ham Sowell, or is it Soul? As you get a sack
Sowell.
here.
It's basically Howell, but pronounced with an S. It would be Saul.
It's
Sowell.
basically the step cousin to famous NFL quarterback Sam Howell. So
There you
Ham
go.
Sowell. All right. Well, as we got another third down here in Cincinnati, man. You're on your back foot. We're 13 minutes left here in this game day. Coming out empty. This is where they were having success earlier in the game. Spreading them out and allowing Radix to throw the ball. Only 3-man rush. And dumps that off. And that's going to be another incompletion. So another 4th down. As Radix has only thrown the ball 8 times today. You would think that he would be throwing it a lot more. But, oh man. So Cincinnati starting to crumble a bit. As they do punt this.
Honestly, if we get any sort of points here, it might be enough to win the game.
Very well could be, as you start to realize that 3-3 is a real possibility here for Cincinnati. Are they part of that group, like the Ohio States, the Alabamas, the Clemsons, that are kind of falling off this year? A new era as McMotors makes a move, but brought down by Wishbone. Is the G5 is the outlook in the G5 looking different? Is it going away from the Cincinnatis and the App States and Charlotte's rising up?
yeah,
I can't even say that one with a straight face. Sorry, Charlotte. This is your Linsanity run right here.
I mean,
It's
hey.
3rd and 5.
0-1 in the conference, you just have to have everyone else get injured in your division, and you have a shot.
Very true. As McMotors, he can't hang on. Remember, he's not known for his hands. So it hurts him there. He's been reliable all day long, but now with 3 and out, Cincinnati gets the ball back. We have about 12 minutes left here in the watch party of Week 7, and the end of this game marks the halfway point of the SFA season here on Patreon. As recruiting update will come later on tonight. I gotta compile it after this game.
Yeah, and I think going back to that Keely Reddick's 3rd down, the reason he had to throw it is because you saw that number 65 on that, as he gets leveled, but you saw 65 on that left side. This offensive line has not been able to control Charlotte's defensive line, and that's been really the telltale story for just Keely Reddick's not getting time to throw, and they've been trying to throw different packages to sort of catch Charlotte by surprise, and nothing's working for them, it seems.
Yeah, and when you are able to get home with 3 rushers and able to drop that extra linebacker, it pays off, especially with these outside runs. None of them are working, as these zones are, these guys are out there in the zone. They're just able to block shed and get out wide. And Richards, let's be honest, he's not good enough to be able to make a move there. So 3rd and 13, they haven't been good in 3rd down at all today. We'll see if Radix can be a hero. As he has time, dumps it off again. He's a check down merchant, it seems, as Devin Nolan can't score or can't get the 1st down there. So another 3 and out.
Looking like our prime Make-A-Wish Mountaineer in Flynn Saunders, so good little,
Hey, I didn't say it, you did.
tribute to him. I listen. We Patreon.com/SFA. The playoff push will say different, but
Yeah, very true. We're definitely App State haters over there. As Charlotte though coming back out, will they find themselves in some division discussions? As you know, anytime you can knock off Cincinnati, it turns some heads. So nice run there from McMotors. Only 20 yards on the day on the ground, but we'll see if they can get him some more room here. Has got more Maryland Eye offense coming. 2nd and 11. Handoff once again to McMotors. Breaks a tackle there. Breaks 2! There he goes! Oh, just barely brought down by Litton. And Nico, he was looking for some room there. He had eyes for the end zone. Look at him push through all these people. He's not a power back. And kind of making us eat our own words from earlier when we were talking about how he's just speed and nothing else. He's got Walton now. He has some more time. He goes down this time. And who else? PN Litton, his 3rd sack of the day. This guy is insane. That low center of gravity with the bull rush straight through the center. They never had a chance.
he's more of a tripping hazard than a defensive tackle at that point.
It's just a traffic cone out there. A very powerful traffic cone. So 2nd and 16 now. This drive kind of in shambles. They're going to toss it out to McMotors. He does turn the corner. Gets back what they lost, but 3rd and long incoming. 3rd and 9. They've been exquisite on 3rd down so far, but you got to watch PN Litton. Is he going to blow up another play here? As Walton takes off, he's sacked again by Litton. The 4th sack of the day. PNA Litton is absolutely cooking the 49ers right now. Can he offer a spark to this offense?
And the greatest thing about Litton, he was playing that contain with that defensive tackle, just trying to prevent the runs from the outside. The moment he saw that Walton was sprinting, he immediately broke his tackle and just went after him. That's an impressive play by P.N.A. Litton.
Absolutely. He's really the only player showing up today, so it's time to put up or shut up if you're Cincinnati here. You got to start scoring. Much like the game day that we saw from Maryland and Michigan. Got to see if they can wake up this offense at all. That's a massive hit on the sideline.
And I mean, a player that we haven't been calling his name a lot today, Ike Wishbone. You think that with a very...
That's a lie. He has not been out of your mouth.
We haven't been talking about Devonta Billings because they haven't been throwing the ball as they make another play in the backfield. Kerry Jackson this time. We've not even called his name once as Mark Todd is cooking in the backfield today.
He is. And the reason why I bring that up is because Ike Wishbone has been... You say that he is that running support, cornerback, and he's just really been nowhere to be found when... Charlotte's on offense, which is really one of the key reasons. And not many players are standing up for the Cincinnati defense.
And triple option gets him about 10 as Winnie Corso cleans it up. But they're in short once again here for Cincy, who's been just miserable on 3rd down today. Just been a very forgettable day here in a very forgettable city, Charlotte. So 3rd and 3.
Oh, that's uncalled for.
1 minute away from Greenville.
Greenville is elite. As there's a 1st down as he's smoked by Corso, but he hangs on.
Listen, all I'm saying is I have not met someone from Colorado that says they enjoy being from Colorado. That's all I'll say about that.
Yeah. I love Colorado. I mean, it's compared to California, so
You know what? That's actually a fair point.
I don't have
anything
much to
compared
go on.
to
Yeah.
Anything compared to California is gonna be better. So.
All right, so now Cincy, they're starting to throw the ball. They're starting to cook. Running triple or quick option this time. Broken tackle gets about 1. Anything's better than these -3 yard rushes they keep having. Rowe, his 3rd TFL. So 2nd and 9 now. Little bunch formation. You got to watch the deep pass. This is where they did it early on. As that's picked off! They're going the other way! And can they catch him? They do. They trip him up, but a massive mistake from Keely Radix. Nick Hearn gets the pick.
That's just a
Any
fantastic
sort
play.
of points? Any sort of points, then we win.
That never had a chance.
Never had a chance. I mean, absolute mat coverage about that, and just great athletic ability to get in front of the receiver to make that play. Wonderful play by Charlotte's defense.
So now you can really start feeling the upset cook as we're starting to hit that mark where you run your 4-minute, 6-minute offense. You're going to start running the clock, as this is already the 63rd play of the day for Charlotte. They've dominated time of possession all day long. So if they can run even half of the remaining time off, we're still at a 2-score game. So definitely is Cincinnati is in dire straits at this point, as they are just going to run it all the way down. 2nd and 9, couple of first downs, and they may be walking out here 2 and 4. So quick option, gets it off to Sims. He cuts up field, and he gets about 6, making this a very manageable 3rd down.
And this is very interesting, TC. We might see
Are we
the
in
beginning
football
of
Are we in field goal range or no?
There's
I don't
no
know.
way you're in field goal range.
Okay.
Very, very distant field goal ranges. They're going to run this one all the way down. It'll be under 5 minutes by the time it's snapped. And if Cincinnati has any hope, you got to lean on PNA Litton to make a tackle here. 3rd and 3. Can they get a stop? It's going to be just regular triple option. He keeps it out and he floats it. That was risky and it worked. 1st down, Charlotte. Cincinnati fans can't believe it. They are in absolute shambles, as now it's starting to get real here for the Charlotte faithful. Maryland eye time. Everybody in the box desperate to get these stops as the clock continues to tick away. 17-10. Just an unfathomable result coming into this game. We thought there was no chance. And even after the first quarter, it didn't even seem possible. But Charlotte has completely turned the script around, as that's another 1st down as he stays in bounds.
Yeah, TC, this is a very bad look for Ray, because is he now going to be known as the Sim God Stream Fraud, the new Flynn Saunders? Are we looking at a new face of disappointment for the SFA?
Well, I think you can tie this all back to Appalachian State. Your freshman year is your most moldable year. It's where you learn the most, right? You learn how to be a college football player, where you get your most growth. And obviously over at App State, they all they do is choke on stream and play well in the sim. And you can see it in Keely Radix. He got 6 touchdowns last week. Today he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception in like 100 yards. So it might have been a big brain play, letting a quarterback escape to Cincinnati, your biggest threat in the other division. So 2nd and 11 here. Walton, he is going to throw it to the end zone. Open man, touchdown Sims, the fullback, as they go up 17.
I honestly don't know what I'm looking at. This was just, no one was covering him. Beautiful play on the wheel route. Kenzie clearly gave the clipboard to a actual good head coach, because I do not know how Charlotte's up by this much.
Just everything has gone right today here for the 49ers in a season that's been very forgettable up to this point. But this is one of those wins where you're going to be able to hang your hat on it. And then this could also propel you to potentially, a massive confidence boost in a great second half of the season. They could still make a bowl game. You could, maybe the division might be a little bit out of their hands. But, you never know with this division.
Yeah, and I brought up in the Mountain West Tribune, I was always a fan of this team because of the amount of young talent they have. I know they don't have it together right now. It's going to take them a few years to get on track, but they're starting to build, good building blocks for this team.
As Radix, he fumbles and it goes out of bounds. That was scary. All right, so 1st and 10 here. Cincinnati in desperation mode, down 3 scores. It's very unlikely unless they start yamming it deep as Radix continues and he gets sacked. Another sack off the edge. This time McGill gets involved and it's 2nd and long. They've got to start hurrying back to the line as those receivers were all going very deep. And we've not seen Devonta Billings get exposed here today. That's typically what happens. We get a slide now. So great day here for Billings. Yeah, he's been lockdown day. When you don't call his name, it's a good thing. He's at the bottom of your screen.
6 speed not getting called. That's a good thing. Always a good thing.
3rd and 5 now. Over the middle. That's caught. Okada brings him down, but it is a first. But time just seems to be just not in their favor. As you're down 3 scores, you only have 3 minutes to work with. Radix, he has some time. Dumps this one off again, and another drop. Just nobody helping out Radix today.
Yeah, and unfortunately, TC, what we're looking at right here from Cincinnati is the next Ben Fountain. Just someone who will not be the guy ever, even though he was at success for another team. And it's just really unfortunate because,
I think that's
when
a little harsh.
It's a little harsh, but I mean, I have not seen anything positive from Radix in this game. Whatsoever.
We'll see if they can do something here at the end. As Radix, he has some time, just continues to check it down, and that's another 8-yard gain.
I do seriously believe that Mac Jones has more throw power than Keely Radix. That's just my personal opinion, but...
So 2nd and 2 now. Radix over the middle. Another 1st down. They're slowly, chipping away, but they've got to punch it in. And they're going to have to rely on some onside kicks and some tomfoolery, but it is still possible here. Radix to the end zone, and no, just throws that out of bounds. So 2nd and 10 incoming. Just outside the 10-yard line. 2 minutes, 30 seconds left on the clock. As a delayed draw, and Richards gets a touchdown. Charlotte never saw it coming. And that is a quick response.
The biggest thing is, can they get the onside kick, or do they even go for 2 here?
No,
they do not.
Yeah. You don't want to go for 2. You're down 16. It doesn't or 17 doesn't really help. As this time I'm ready for the studio update.
Look at him go.
Let's go. I'm cooking. No leaks here. We already lost 1 game. We're not.
As long as you just don't drink liquids when you're watching the game, you're on the ball.
Even if they get this onside kick, they'd still need another one though.
Yes.
So I'm very confident.
All right, will they get the onside kick here? As no, this one's picked up, so they're gonna have to rely on the timeouts this time. So you need timeouts, a quick touchdown, an onside kick, and then a field goal. So definitely definitely still heavily in Charlotte's favor, but obviously you're a 1-4 team. The fans are very pessimistic. They won't think it's over until they see the 000s. So a couple of 1st downs will do it here for Charlotte. Can they get the biggest win really of the Kenzie era? 2nd and 6 now after the 4 yards. Just going to run it with Walton and pitches it out. That was risky, but it works. And there goes Sims. He goes inside the 10, 27 yards.
And I mean, Zach Sims, my God, what a clutch running back. Him and McMotors is a great running back duo.
And how about these pitches from Walton today? You would think some of these would get tipped or whatever, but he's been throwing some magnificent pitches out there. So 2nd and goal now, as Walton's going to keep it this time, and he's going to try to find the end zone. No, they mark him short.
Bad spot. That's a bad spot.
So 3rd and goal. Last chance here for Cincinnati. They are just going to run the clock here. Not sure why the the clock's running when they went out of bounds, but anything to favor Charlotte, I guess.
Right, except for that bad spot.
Man in motion. And Walton keeps it. He gets another one as Charlotte re-extends the lead to 17, and they are going to go home with a victory.
He's paying people off. There's no way.
Incredible game for Charlotte today. Kenzie was not blowing smoke when he was telling us he could actually win this game.
Yeah, and I mean...
As soon as I saw they beat ODU by 10 points, I'm like, well, wait a second.
ODU is awful. Just right twice a day.
Well, I guess it does here. Look at that.
We're not bad. We've just played way better teams.
I mean, what started like it looked like it was going to be a Cincinnati blowout, all of a sudden Charlotte just turned it on. And Aaron Walton having the game of his life today.
I'm really surprised by that.
So, screen pass doesn't work. He goes down. Manny midline gets there. His first sack of the day.
And I mean, if you're Kenzie, that is a great controversy to have. If you have a quarterback controversy with two young quarterbacks, like, it's going to be very interesting what Charlotte does going into next season as well, because obviously Ham Sowell is going to be...
Yeah, quarterback controversy. Maybe just took a signing to threaten Aaron Walton as they get a first down here. Corso up to 12 tackles.
No, I promised Sal day one starter. No can break that.
1 minute left. Radix, does he have something in him? You got to put something on the stat sheet here to make it not look as bad. 54 seconds.
If I had to give an NFL comp, I'd have to, to Aaron Walton, he'd be like Joshua Dobbs. Good when you need him to be, but bad starter overall.
Keeley dumps this one off. That was risky. I'm still waiting for a Devonta Billings pick six, but guess we can't get everything.
If Devonta Billings does anything during a game day, I'll actually be surprised.
He's bottom of your screen. Here it comes. I'm calling my shot. And no. Instead it's a Kerry Jackson 15-yarder. 35 seconds left. Cincinnati trying to... This game is over.
It's the Derek Carr stat padding.
Yeah, there you go. As he's up over 200 now, so not under. As Billings is celebrating already. 31 seconds left here before Charlotte gets their biggest win of the year.
And you're right, the biggest win under my tenure.
As Radix dumps that one off, another first down. Brought down by Billings. They hurry up to the line, trying to punch it in yet again. They're going to spike it. Delaying the inevitable here.
Yeah, and if you're Charlotte, this is just a great sign of things to come in the future, just for this program in general. So, very good on that for the optimism. For Cincinnati, what a rough start to, Keely Radix's debut year. I mean, you have plays like that that are just... Yeah, what a guy, man. I heard he loves charity.
3rd and 14 to the end zone, and they're going to get stopped short. Thought that was going to be a nice little yam there. So one more play here after the spike.
If you guys want a fun fact, after this win, I'm officially 2-0 versus QBs that are under the Coach Zach coaching tree.
There you go. So
look at that.
2nd and goal here. Last chance for Cincinnati. Can they punch it in? Radix give you a screen pass mid-screen, and he goes down, and that's going to do it here. 000 on the clock. Charlotte does the impossible. They upset Cincinnati here at home. 31-14. Kenzie, a masterful coaching performance. Walton, insanity, both through the air and on the ground. And just a great team win here for the 49ers. All the SFA players came in clutch. And, that was actually a very good watch party.
Womp womp.
Decent.
I told you.
Decent.
The SFA
decent pick. And
everyone in Patreon was shitting on this game, but look at that.
And Remember, VOD will be available a little later on tonight. Don't leak the result, especially a surprising one. Outside Patreon, inside Patreon, let people watch it if they want to. And, yeah, we'll go through the stats and then we'll get on out of here.
I will now be taking questions as the hottest news for tonight.
The hottest news.
Okay.
tonight-
I think the wind's getting to his
or
head.
tonight
See, we
only.
might have to remove him from the arena.
Tonight,
Yeah,
tonight only.
his one of his 2 annual wins that he gets.
Yep.
All right, so let's take a look at the stat sheet here. Scoring summary, it started out with that big play from Cincy, and then they did nothing else the rest of the game, as it was just all Charlotte. And look at his stats. Keeley, he didn't do too poorly. It's just he was kind of a check down merchant, never took some chances, and then the running was just abysmal, under 4 yards a carry. It was worse than that until Richards had a couple big runs there at the end. And through the air, Devin Nolan had a good day, but how about Blanchard getting clamped by Devonta Billings for most of the game? They gave up 4 sacks, and then on defense, I mean, it was Litton and everybody else. Litton was insane, but nobody else could really hold their own. They couldn't get a turnover, just couldn't really stop the triple option. And then Charlotte, we've got Walton absolutely cooking here today. Definitely the best game of his career by far, and run the ball as well. He had both of the touchdowns. McMotors, he ended up with a decent stat line after a couple big plays, and he also was second highest, or leading receiver in receptions, second most in yards, and we got 2 touchdowns here through the air. And on defense, no one better than Winnie Corso. But they had, look how many TFLs they had. They had 3, 6, 9, 12, 15 TFLs today, including 4 sacks and an interception. You're not going to win a lot of games if you're giving up that kind of defensive stats. As we also had the forced fumble, was Devonta Billings getting credited with that one. Interesting.
That might go for real.
And that's going to do us here from Watch Party. So thank you guys all so much for watching, and we will see you on Thursday morning for Week 7 game day. Peace.
Adios.